Alright, we are back on the launch pad with the Up Goer II. This is a redo of that second mission. Unfortunately, ditching the goo canisters cost me most of the science I would have gained for the mission. So we're going to go ahead and try it again. This time I've redesigned the top section to keep the goo canisters as well as one of the fuel tanks and an engine so that we can hopefully keep all this science when we get back. Now, I haven't tested to see if this one parachute is going to be enough to get us back safely, but I really don't have a lot of options there, so we're just going to cross our fingers and hope for now. If it does wind up breaking off, obviously we're going to have to do a bit of a different design, but for now, I think we're pretty much ready to go, so let's go ahead and get this fired off. Alright, and unfortunately it doesn't look like we got near as high up this time around, only 200 and, let's say 220 kilometers. Hopefully that's going to be enough to get us the kind of science we had last time, otherwise we're going to have to potentially rethink this. Maybe cut down to 2 fuel canisters instead of 4. I just had to keep the fuel on this stage light so that I could hopefully salvage more of the stage during landing, although I suppose I could have and done some creative staging involving, splitting the fuel tank in half. But, oh well. Maybe something to try later if this doesn't do well enough. Anyway, at this point we're going to go ahead and get up to apoapsis, expose our goo, and come back down. Alright, that's everything. We also went ahead and made a crew report and transmitted that back. I'll actually probably try and snag another report on the way down a little bit closer. It seems like there are definitely different sort of regions or zones of space that sort of have different values associated with them. So I might actually get more points making a fresh report from closer to Kerbin than making a second report from out here in distant or far from Kerbin space, as it's sort of classifying this one. So let's fall back in. I think once it starts slowing back down when we get to about 70 kilometers up or so, I'll make that second crew report and then hopefully land as originally planned. Alright, and that's the report made. We've deployed the chute. Looks like we're coming down on land. Hopefully we will land soft enough that we don't, blow up and lose all the data this time as well. I suppose I didn't really think that part through. But, well, nothing to do now but keep the fingers crossed and hope Jeb survives. Whew, bit of a bang there, but it does look like Jeb survived and our goo survived, so that's nice. Yeah, looks like the only thing that blew up there was the fuel engine. So all in all, a success, I believe. Let's go ahead and get back to the Space Center and see what we got for this mission. Oh, significantly better than that last time. It looks like we got a total of 22 science for all that work. It looks like the mystery goo bonuses are not quite linear. Basically, it's like I gathered data 4 times with the same goo, so it might have been better to use each goo canister on the way up at different stages to get more science. But lesson learned for next time at the very least. We got better results than last time, and we have plenty of science here. we should be able to unlock, I believe, all 3 or at least 2 of 3 of the next tiers for our next mission. So I think with that, that should be good for this video. I'll go ahead and rejoin you for, let's say, mission 3, since this was more like mission 2B.